What's up YouTube? How are you doing today? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up your TCL 55P607 or 55P605 to stream Dolby Atmos to your AV receiver. And we're going to get into it right after the jump. And I'm back. Now before we get started, if this is the kind of content you're looking for on YouTube, you should consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss a beat. Now if you are looking for a 4K budget TV, you should definitely check out the TCL 55P607 and my affiliate link is down in the description below. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. So everybody knows about Dolby Atmos and how you can stream it through Vudu. But how do I get it from the TV and the TV's Vudu app to my Denon AV receiver, or in your case, whichever AV receiver you have. Now, if you have a Denon or a Marantz, the menus and the steps are pretty much gonna look identical if you have like a fairly new one. I got my Denon X6300H around the Black Friday time frame and got a smoking deal on it, and they're actually even better deals right now since the 6400 has been announced. I'll also put links in the description for other AV receivers that I recommend. So basically what you have to do is you need to make sure your AV receiver and your TV both have ARC. What is ARC? ARC is what's known as the audio return channel. Now I covered this in what to look for when you're buying a 4K TV, like a 4K TV buyer's guide or checklist or whatever. I made a video like that last year in November, and I covered the audio return channel in that. Now I'm going to show you how to actually set it up. So what you need to do first is you need to get yourself a high-speed HDMI cable. I try to keep mine all standardized, and you'll see the braided one that I use upstairs in the living room, and I'll put links in the description so you guys can pick up some that are known and tested and used throughout my house. I have about 8 of them now, covering all the ones in the living room and the ones in the bedroom. So once you got your cable, now you have to plug in the HDMI port on the back of the receiver that has ARC, and then you plug it into the corresponding HDMI port that has ARC on the TV. In this case with the TCL P607, it is HDMI port number 3. And with the Denon, it is the HDMI output port number 1. So enough talking about it, let's go upstairs and do this. Oh yeah. What is up everybody? Here we are in the living room. Here's the TCL 55P607. There's my OLED. And down here is AV receiver, Denon X6300H. The ARC port is HDMI port number 3 on the TCL, and it goes to the Denon AVR. Turn the volume up. It's coming out of the center channel right here.
Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot.
Okay. So what we need to do first is we need to set up the AVR. Press the setup button, and if you go to inputs and input assign, you'll notice that the TV audio, this guy right here, TV audio does not have anything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back out of here, go to video, go to HDMI setup, the second option there, and then we're gonna go down here to ARC. Okay, we're gonna turn that on. Okay, that's it. And we go back, and if we go to inputs and input assign, we notice that now TV audio is turned into an X. Okay? So TV audio is the input that we have to change the Denon so that we can have the TV audios go through the Denon. Okay, so now that's that. Now go into, let's go to YouTube. Now you can hear the clicking of the TV still coming from the TV. Now that should be going to the Denon. Okay, so let's go to YouTube real quick. And let's go to a video of mine so there's no copyright nonsense. Here we go, the newest video I have, 4K, about those B&O headphones, which are awesome headphones. You guys should definitely check out that video. Okay. So I'm still getting sound out of the TV. So let's go back to the home screen on TCL. Now, if we go to settings and we go to audio, so when you go into audio, this is not the right spot. You know, it just has TV speakers, menu volume, audio mode, which is set to auto, and then the SPDIF and ARC is also set to auto. So just make sure that's on auto and it should be good to go. We need to go down into System. We go to System, and then we go down to Control Other Devices, CEC. And here is where you got to click HDMI ARC. Now the system audio control also gets checked when you check the HDMI ARC. So that's all good, don't worry about it. So now that that's set up, let's go back to YouTube. Now if you notice, I'm clicking around and I'm not getting any audio. Okay, so now I have to take my remote and press TV audio and turn up the volume. Oh, did you notice that? If I turn on the volume, this is my Denon remote. I'm turning up the volume on the TV as well as the Denon. Oh, I'm getting clicking sounds coming from the center channel. That's a good sign. Shauna D, your Techno Dad here. Oh. I got a great video for you today. There we go. And look at that. If I mute on the TCL remote, it mutes the Denon receiver. If I unmute it, there we go. Now it's all on the stereo. Awesome. Put the volume down. It turns the volume down on the Denon AVR. And it shows the volume meter on the TV, and it corresponds to different numbers on the Denon. But once you're at 0, it's all the way down on the Denon. All right, I gotta mute this. All right, so 55 on the TV, it relates to -27.5 on the Denon as far as the volume is concerned. So, okay, so that's working. Back in the day. So we want to get out of here now, and let's turn the volume down all the way because we got to start a movie. So that's kind of cool. You can use the TCL remote to do all this stuff. So we're gonna go back to home and we're gonna go check out Vudu because that's where most of your Dolby Atmos movies are gonna be coming from. All right, so let's go to My Vudu and let's just turn on Great Wall. Yeah, sure, we'll start it over. All right, I get the Dolby Vision logo on the top of the TV. Now let's move a little bit. Right, now it says Dolby Atmos there, and right down here, we've got Dolby Atmos as well. Let's check something else. Let's go and put on Guardians of the Galaxy, start over. Oh, sorry, Guardians Volume 2. We got Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos in UHD. We've got our ARC cable going back here to that, and let's hear it just real quick. Yep, it's coming out of the receiver over ARC on the TCL 55P607. Wasn't that easy? I think that was pretty easy. You know, you just got to follow some steps. And if you were wondering how I learned how to do it, I actually just kind of thumbed through the menus and figured it out. Wasn't too difficult, and I hope this video has helped out some of you guys at home trying to figure that out. So now when you're watching something on Vudu, you get the Dolby Vision and you get Dolby Atmos going to your AV receiver. So you got the full package with this budget 4K TV. Now if you guys are looking for a budget 4K home theater setup, I'll put in some Amazon links and you guys can check out my recommended setup, and it'll cost you somewhere around $1,800, but it's a 55-inch TV, a 4K Blu-ray player, an AV receiver, and a 5.1 speaker setup. It's really cool. You should definitely check it out. Links are down below. And I gotta say, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Shauna D. I'm your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.